Good day and welcome. In this lesson, we're looking at the cone and sphere optimization combined. Alright. So, a cone with radius r centimeters and a height AB is inscribed in a sphere with center O and a radius of 8 centimeters. Say OB equal X. So the radius is 8 centimeters, from OA is 8. But remember, from O to this edge is also 8. That's also a radius. Give me volume of a sphere equal 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Volume of a cone 1 over 3 pi r squared h. So 1, calculate the volume of the sphere. 2, show that r squared equals 64 minus x squared. 3, determine the ratio between the largest volume of this cone and the volume of the sphere. Right? So as I said, you can pause then, attempt to answer it, or you can just follow me as I work through it. So problem number 1, calculate the volume of the sphere. So volume of a sphere, 4 over 3 pi r squared. Right, my radius was given as 8. So r there is 8 cubed times 4 over 3 gives me, or 8 cubed times 4 gives me 2048 pi divided by 3. And gives me 2145,06. My apologies for that part there. As I said, I copied or cut the shape out to explain it, and I couldn't cut that part outward without damaging the drawing. 2, they say show that r squared equals 64 minus x squared. So I say O there, or O whatever that point is there, that is referred to as my hypotenuse or radius. So that is opposite the 90 degree. My longer side there is 8. OB is x, and then P, etc. is r. So r squared, they want me to show. Can say r squared plus x squared equal my longer side 8 squared. Based on theorem of Pythagoras, because I have a 90 degree. If I take x squared across, 8 squared is 64 minus x squared. So hope you follow. So number 3, say determine the ratio between the largest volume of this cone and the volume of the sphere. So first we have to find the volume of the cone, which is pi 1 over 3 pi r squared h. Right, my r squared we found previously was 64 minus x squared. So r there is 64 minus x squared. My height is 8 plus the x now. So 8 plus x gives me the height. 8 times 64 gives me 512. 8 times minus x squared gives me minus 8x squared. X times 64 gives me plus 64x. X times negative x squared gives me negative x cubed. 512 times pi gives me 512 pi over 3. Minus 8 times pi becomes minus 8 pi over 3 x squared. 64 times pi gives me 64 pi over 3x. And then negative times positive gives me negative pi over 3 x cubed. Because they said largest volume of this cone, it's the same as saying maximum volume of this cone. So once we use largest, smallest, maximum, minimum, we have to find the derivative. So I differentiate v with respect to x. So there, first derivative of a constant, 0. 2 times 8 gives me 16 pi over 3. 2 minus 1 gives me x to the power 1. 1 times 64 stays 64 pi over 3. x1 minus 1, the x falls away. 3 times negative 3 pi gives me negative 3 pi over 3 x squared. Right, first derivative must be equal to 0. So there, if I multiply everything by 3, the 3 would cancel. Right, and there pi, and pi would cancel. But here, because 3 divided by 3 is 1, 1 times 3 gives me negative 3x squared. So I have minus 16x plus 64 minus 3x squared. Which can be rewritten as 3x squared plus 16x minus 64. Therefore, 3x minus 8 times x plus 8. 3x times x gives me 3x squared. Minus 8 times positive 8 gives me negative 64. But 8 times 3, 24, minus 8 gives me 16x. Therefore, x equal 8 over 3 and x not equal to negative 8. So we put in the volume of the cone now, the maximum volume over the volume of the sphere. 1 over 3, 64 minus 8 over 3 squared, 8 plus 8 over 3. We must have the volume of the sphere from the first problem as 2048 pi over 3. That on a calculator simplifies to 8 over 27. So the ratio is 8 to 27. Right, so hope you follow, hope you enjoy the lesson. Please like, share and subscribe. God bless. Bye.